Welcome to the Achtung Schmetterling Kitchens. Today we're going to make chocolate pudding from scratch. Maybe you're wondering why you'd make chocolate pudding from scratch because, you can buy it as a powder and cook it up yourself with some milk, or I guess increasingly people just buy it ready-made. But I think the main reason for making chocolate pudding yourself from scratch, it just tastes delicious. And it's not really that hard. We start with the dry ingredients. Where's my sugar? 3/4 cup of sugar. I'll put the recipe at the end so you don't have to try and memorize all of this. 3/4 cup. Cup. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Wood. Two. So, and then we need a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Five tablespoons of cocoa. I make it with cocoa, not chocolate. That seems to work well. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And so we mix together the dry ingredients, get those mixed. And this is important, the egg. I put the egg in at the beginning. Most recipes say, put in the dry ingredients, put in the milk, boil it, and then put the egg in, which is a pain in the neck because you have to be careful to not cook the egg. And you know what? You can put the egg in at the beginning and it works just fine. So we'll do that. Ow. Sharp shell. So, no shell bits in there. So the dry ingredients have been mixed together. The egg has been added. We can mix that in. Mix that in a little. But now the most important part, well, I don't know if it's the most important part, but it's, I guess, the biggest part is the milk. I use whole milk. You can probably use any milk you want. I've only ever tried whole milk though. We need about 2 cups, which is about the same as what's in this bottle. So yeah, it's a little more than 2 cups. That's okay. In goes the milk. Let's now stir the dry ingredients of the egg and the milk together. Okay, I think things have been pretty well mixed at this point. And now for the hard part, the part where you warm it up until it bubbles. I'm kidding. There is no hard part. This is not hard, okay? This is very important to keep in mind. None of this is hard. It's just the most, maybe the longest part, besides the cooling, the heating up. It seems to take forever. I always think, oh, when are the little bubbles gonna come? And then after what seems like hours, the little bubbles come. But yeah, let's turn this on. I'm gonna put it at medium heat. So we stir it. Gotta keep stirring it. Not constantly, you can take a break, but basically it should be stirred so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay, we're at 9 minutes. 9 minutes at medium heat. I would recommend not to turn it up higher because it will probably burn onto the bottom of the pot immediately. But yeah, we're getting somewhere. The steam's coming up. I'm sure there's gonna be some little bubbles soon, like some boiling bubbles. A bubble. Okay, 2 more minutes. So, turned off the heat. Then you put in about a tablespoon of butter. Oops, just eyeball that. because who wants to measure butter? Then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I use this delicious homemade vanilla. I think we already made a video about that actually. So we stir that in. So yeah, I'd say we're done here. Put it in the container. Now we just have to wait for it to cool for about 8 hours or so. I usually leave it out for a while so that it cools to room temperature, then I put it into the refrigerator. The pudding has now had many, many hours to cool. Delicious. A little whipped cream. Makes it even better. That is delicious. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give us a like. Or tell us in the comments if you made the recipe and how it turned out.